Okay, hi guys and welcome to the show. So I am walking to the train station. I'm going to catch this train to the city because my friend is coming to hand deliver a watch. I'll do a very quick wristwatch check. Universal Geneve White Shadow for a very specific reason. I'll get into that in just a moment. And in about 20 minutes I'll be at a very special place. So this is pretty much it. I found it. Okay, I have found it. There we go. There it is. Okay, I'm just double checking the address. It is correct. 312 77th Street. So just over here. There we go. That's it there. Miles Davis's house, where he wrote Kind of Blue and Bitches Brew. He hosted such guests as Herbie Hancock, John Coltrane. But before we get into it, I want to recap what Navitimers, because I mean spoilers, it's a Navitimer. What Navitimers I've owned. It's been a bit of a journey. The richness of the Navitimer legacy is a gloriously deep world unto itself, a rabbit warren of holes to fall into, with roots going back to the formation of the chronograph as we know them. Breitling, after all, in 1915 was the first ever to add an independent stop and start pusher. Then, in 1934, changing the architecture of chronographs once again by adding a second pusher for the reset at 4 o'clock. These innovations were unprecedented game changers that not only improved functionality, but adopted by the industry worldwide ever since. The Navitimer also parallels the history of aviation, space exploration, and pop culture in a way that the overpaid corporate hucksters in the endless mendacious marketing departments could only dream of. We must remember that back then, when things were more tangible, people chose watches because their lives and jobs all depended on it. The slide rule was the computation smartwatch of its day. But unlike abominations named after fruit, Navis actually looked cool and, if maintained, last many lifetimes. I'm in a hotel lobby, waiting for my friend D. He's come all the way to New York City, not only to hang out with the Merlin crew, if you know what that is, then you know what it is, but also to hand deliver a watch that I've been trying to find for 2 years. I alluded to it in a Watch Goals video. I think it was just after I moved back to New York, so it was like 2 years ago. I didn't share what it was because it's so rare. Seriously, I don't know how many of these there are in the world, so I didn't want to jeopardize my chances of finding it. D, with all his skills, you know, he has a certain set of skills I can't do Liam Neeson. And I think it will make sense when you see it. The first and deepest cut was the stunning sunburst Kind of Blue dial. Get it? Kind of blue? Well, I thought that was pretty clever. Anyway, this was the reference A23322, which ran from about 2003 to 2011. Admittedly, I also owned the black dial version of this very same watch in more recent years. It had stick markers and a crisp white contrasting sub-dials based on an automatic Valjoux 7750, but obviously chronometer level. Next was the bewildering to use at first, at least, but insanely cool Cosmonaut with its modified 24-hour dial, built for the necessity of space travel, because of course in space not only can they not hear you scream, but you have no idea of day and night cycles either when orbiting the Earth. It gave me a whole new perspective and way of appreciating time, being a manual wind Lamagna pleasingly more slender than its automatic siblings. Its complexity made you feel instantly clever just by glancing at it. Sadly, after owning it for over half a decade, aging eyes and thus the need for glasses meant it had to go, as I simply could not read it effectively any longer. During this time, I also simultaneously, albeit briefly, owned a vintage reference 806. Its period-correct inherent fragility put it on the chopping block with the quickness. This was during a year-long obsession with the sartorial splendor of Thunderball. In my opinion, it is one of the greatest horological peaks of the James Bond franchise, and of course, style-wise, with a more casual Sean Connery, just utter pure class as well.
I think you got the point.
It was also an attempt to get to know a watch famously worn by one of my musical heroes, Miles Davis. While gifting us with his godlike talents, he wore a similar reference, combining a reverse panda dial, the twin jet logo, and a serrated bezel. But what was truly extraordinary, and so indicative of his trend-setting style, was this was during the late 1950s Blue Note years. Baldassare Castiglione, incidentally another pedagogic polymath, was an Italian count, diplomat, soldier, and prominent Renaissance author. He was actually the first to coin the term sprezzatura in his book from 1538 called Il Libro del Cortigiano. However, it was Miles Davis, with his rebellious genius, that brought sprezzatura into wristwatches, with the simple act of combining purpose-built tools with the formal or everyday attire of that era. This was before McQueen with his iconic Hanhart 417 ES, in 1962's War Lover, or 007 himself with the Rolex Subby in 1962's Dr. No, and way before Vanessa Redgrave's Submariner, nonchalantly worn over the cuff in Antonioni's Capolavoro Blow Up of 1966. Miles did it before all of them.
When I say happy, you say you don't like that word.
Knowledge is happiness for me. If I learn something, that makes me,
Still learning?
Yeah, I learned something the other night. I learned something last night. I can't wait to apply.
And quick side note, it's no accident that the great Herbie Hancock also chose a Navitimer after being in Miles's second quintet. Coincidence? I don't think so. Let's see where D is, He said 420, here we go.
My meal's here.
Look at this guy. Look.
What the heck?
What have you been doing last night?
What are you doing here?
What's going on, man?
What's going on, brother? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Entree vous, my good man.
I'm gonna mic you up.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to? You want to?
Do I want
get
to
rid of the
disrobe?
strippers?
Yeah,
Get rid of the strippers.
Look, when Motley Crue's in town, what are you gonna do?
Who else is in here?
Just me.
I dread to look.
And
Hello?
all of my Fernie.
Hello? Any thonged ladies?
A boy can dream.
Beautiful room, man.
Yeah, it is. It is a Zinn/Navitimer spectacular day today. This is the 903H4. Zinn, of course, licensed it from Breitling when post-quartz crisis. Ooh. And I own this watch because I saw some Yahoo on YouTube feature it.
I had a thing for that watch.
I know, you're the Yahoo.
But we were chatting privately, and for some reason, when I have a friend who says, oh, I'm trying to find this D, or I can't get it at a good price, there's just a voice that goes off in my head. Challenge accepted. So I went on the hunt, and I've got a good friend in Japan, Derek, shout out to him. I found, this is a JDM only model.
Yeah.
I found one there at a decent price.
But wait, hold on. There's a little bit of the story that you're missing.
Oh, brilliant.
When I told you about this watch, you didn't believe me it existed.
Well, I'm coming to that part.
Okay, all right, go.
So I was about to have my buddy Derek go down to one of the shops in Tokyo to pick it up. Too many machinations. But when we were going through it, he's like, T, the only one out of Japan is 43 millimeters.
Right, that's right.
And he's like, no. There's four I found. There's this one with the diamond bezel, which, not your cuppa. There's the 43 millimeter darker dial limited edition out of Japan. And then Beverly Hills did a mother of pearl black in 46. Mad.
When you say Beverly Hills?
It's actually called the Beverly Hills mother of pearl edition for Breitling. But it's 46 millimeters. The Beverly Hills store. I don't know how this got landed into the US.
That is strange.
In Texas of all places, but this whole one in, one out stuff is for the birds.
I literally sold a watch to buy this.
Yeah.
It's a gamble, but I believe in you and what the pictures you sent, and we went back and forth, we had a long discussion. It's too obscure of a reference to be faked.
Yep.
Damn, okay. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, look at that.
Bellissimo, yeah?
Figo, figo, molto figo.
Mother of pearl is generally not something for me. But in a Breitling aviation watch, the mother of
Yes.
pearl renders as clouds and sky to me.
Yes, when you said that, I was like, that's genius. That is genius. Questo qua, hai capito? Look at the way it plays. It's dark and then it's light.
Generally much brighter than the other Japan edition, which is a darker blue.
Yeah.
But depending on the light angle,
It's
it
gorgeous.
dances all day.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So this, I don't know if you remember this. I used to have this on my old Navitimer, the Rios, 1931.
Rios, yeah.
I had to poke a new hole in it.
Yeah, you certainly did, didn't you?
Yeah.
They make a tool for that. It's called a hole punch.
Handmade in Germany, 3 generations of the same family. AliExpress prices, but the quality is handmade in Germany. So shout out to Holbens for sending this through in record time, because I said, it's incoming, you know.
I do love me some Holbens.
So what do you think?
I think it's going to look amazing. We've got some strap tools over there. Shall we adjourn
Yeah.
to the strap table?
Let's
and
do it.
then
Oh, I better
we'll
pay
pop
you,
back?
man. So 600 and...
Well north of $10.
10 bucks.
Danke, Bruder.
Man, you did it, you did it. And by the way, I was wearing the White Shadow, the original, not the Patek homage, okay?
No
Get
pressure.
in there.
No pressure, you're on camera.
I swear this fits smaller than my old Navitimer. Let's have a look. Oh. Look at that. I should have worn blue today. No, I love it. I love it. You are really in the center of town, huh?
Indeed.
There we go.
This is how we kick it. I just like being near the library.
Oh, good smell.
Someone is smoking the ganja.
You can't get more historic than the Navitimer. And also, its history predates the Subby, predates the Speedy.
Is that, what is that, 53? 54?
The patent for the bezel, the slide rule,
Yeah.
was filed in 41.
Oh, wow.
But the first Navitimer was only for pilots of AOPA,
Right.
and that was 52, and then it went commercial in 54. So, what the hell? So now I turn into an angry New Yorker, and I'm like,
In case anyone wonders, Tristano does walk very fast.
okay.
It's like I'm the one with little legs.
And we walk in the middle of the road. Here, look where we are.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, I like the people that walk in there. That's
wow.
always really cool. You never noticed that?
No.
People actually walking.
What are they doing up there?
They're going from building to building.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Did I ever breach in subway etiquette?
Yeah,
Old
yeah, you
bean.
did.
Oh,
New Yorkers hate that.
you know, too bad.
That's the spirit. This is the carrier that picked up Scott Carpenter, Aurora 7, when he wore his Navitimer. So what better place to test out this Navitimer? I wish it was a Cosmonaut, but
It's a mop. You love it.
it's a mop. Let's go mop some decks.
Let's go mop the decks.
So here it is, my 5th Navitimer, and dare I say, the last. With more days behind me and fewer ahead, it could very well be. But it also ticks several other boxes in my watch-obsessed monkey brain, and that's 3 things. Uniqueness, either by design, sentimentality or rarity. Functionality, the most obvious. But above all, enjoyment. And this is all kept in line with a ruthless blood-in, blood-out policy. So I wonder if you can guess which watch left my collection to make way for this. Okay, there we are. What do you think so far?
I'm an airplane guy. I love fighter jets. I didn't even know this thing was here.
Well, you're in for a treat.
K-Fur,
Look at this.
SR-71.
Oh, you can name them like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Blue Angels, A4, A6 Prowler, F-14 Tomcat.
Oh, you should just be the guide. You tell me.
I'm gonna have to read some of the placards on some of these babies. But let's go check out the SR-71 Blackbird. It's either an SR-71 or
Didn't
a
Clint
single-
Eastwood have something like that?
That was Firefox. It was its own plane, but it was clearly based on this.
Yeah, because it looks like Firefox.
If this is the single seat version, it's the SR-72. I can't tell from here.
Hold on.
I don't
Now you're
spend-
going too fast. You're like an excited child.
I'm so excited. Okay, it's the A12, single seat predecessor of the SR-71, reconnaissance, incredible ship.
I love the fact that the pulchritudinous bellezza of the dial will not be the same as any other MOP dial. In fact, I can't stop staring at it. It feels like a mini horological world all of its own, like a Mighty Max portable horror head playset. The fact it tells time seems almost like a bonus at this point. The MOP appears slightly differently depending on the light in any given situation. And in more extreme light, it's quite literally as cold as ice. See what I did there? Such a great tune. In darker situations, it varies from an Aegean to pigeon blue, while on cloudier days or in some indoor lighting, it can even appear silvery. In many ways, this is an attempt to relive that doomed love of my very first blue Navitimer. I also adore that the quickset issue has been fixed via this new column wheel based B01 caliber, along with the more congruent symmetrical date placement. It's so discreet but yet somehow legible too, even without the reading glasses. Huzzah! But I can't lie, there are a few drawbacks. Of course it's automatic too, but the manual winding is far stiffer and not as fluid without that audible clicking clutch, so you know when it's fully wound like the Valjoux of my predecessor. I do miss the sloped edges of the subdials from past versions. It's simply not as elegant, and in hindsight, after a week of wearing it, I also wish I purchased another blue collar rep to complement the dial, like my other 20mm Firenze strap. Sadly, that one's too small. And this is also from Holbein's, I might add, just like the Rios 1931, with this extremely comfortable natural buffalo leather in cognac. It's definitely a strap monster, although not a dagger certified watch, due to the ever-present Achilles heel, the very low dress watch level 30 meters water resistance, a curse that infamously befell Scott Carpenter's water-damaged cosmonaut during splashdown. Interestingly, if you've missed previous episodes on this, it's an issue that Zinn quickly corrected by internalizing the slide rule and thus increasing the water rating. And this occurred when they purchased rights to make their own navies during a very difficult time for a quartz crisis-hit Breitling. This was obviously way before the pin-up girls and John Travolta cancel-baiting advertising era of the brand's comeback years of the great 90s and early 2000s. Today, the brand is an undisputed powerhouse, and while they have cut ties with a lot of its aviation sponsorship, and thus a lot of its traditional fan base, their power moves of acquiring Universal Geneve and more recently Gallet means that the Navi, and the brand as a whole, is not going anywhere but onwards and upwards. So much so, in fact, my plan B was that if I couldn't find this particular rare MOP Navi, I was simply just going to buy a standard new 41 from the highly reputable Breitling AD, my good friends Moya Fine Jewelers, or see if an 806 reissue turns up in their pre-owned section, which I religiously check almost daily. Should I even admit that? Maybe I shouldn't. Okay, so 1962, May 24th, Aurora 7. This carrier was used to pick up Scott Carpenter wearing his Navitimer, brought him back to this, and this was somewhere northeast or northwest of Puerto Rico.
Because he went off,
yes, exactly.
off the radar.
So you do know some NASA history.
Well, you told me about it earlier and I just remembered it while we were walking.
The mission was just under 5 hours.
You took 3 trips around?
3 orbits of the Earth. Obviously, I can't share where, but recently I was in a factory in Switzerland and I actually got to work on some dials, decoration, and the hardest ones to do are mother of pearl. Because of the brittle nature, they crack. And also because you got dust and debris.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at these.
Oh yeah, check out that attack hopter.
Damn.
My buddy Kurt from the live, my live thing, he used to fly these two. These were his.
I got to get this jacket to go with the watch. To go with the watch, right? Medium rare, please. D, you want fries with that? Okay. Oh wait, there it is.
Oh,
there it is. can't believe we found it.
You know,
This is crazy.
Hop next to it or jump on top for scale.
It's tiny. I thought it was gonna be bigger.
It's a sardine can.
I can't believe it, man. He fit in like this. I think we got a Speedy. We got a Speedy. The use of mother of pearl can be traced back to the cradle of civilization itself, as a form of jewellery primarily, with its use spreading from the Fertile Crescent into almost every famous civilization of antiquity. The first examples of it being carved started in the Bronze Age of the Shang dynasty in China, which was around 1600 to 1050 BC. It flourished in many other Asian civilizations as techniques inevitably improved and thus utilized into a whole myriad of decorative forms of art. This also explains why it was chosen as the material of choice to honor the Japanese Navitimer market. As we have seen, from endless Grand Seiko dials to Hokusei's Kanagawa wave, it's a culture that is heavily inspired by nature, typically being the key overarching theme of their artistic expression. The iridescence of the organic/inorganic composite material, most importantly, is non-biodegradable, almost as strong as silicon and non-porous, making it transcend time, but also helping to maintain its captivating mesmeric magic. Meanwhile, back west, it was often used in a religious context, the subtext being the suggestion that there must be a greater power, as how could such beauty exist in nature without there being some kind of omnipotent force to not only create it, but also to bless us with senses to perceive it. Ironically, it would be the great European Enlightenment where science would confront faith, especially in the arts, where the use of mother of pearl would see a big resurgence as a quixotic form of adornment for the noble and high classes, of which could afford the high cost of the skilled and laborious artisanal labour. All right, there it is. I got to thank D for coming all the way to New York to hand deliver this. Check out his channel. There'll be a link down below in the description. I'm chuffed to bits. What can I say? It feels right to have a Navitimer back in the collection. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like this video. Check out how big this thing is. I can't believe this goes on top of a jumbo. How is that even possible? Anyway, don't forget to like the video. I'll catch you in the next one. Onwards and upwards. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now.
Probably of ours. Fist bump. Bam.
Perfect. Nice.